Good morning to all. The present lesson is error analysis 2. We have completed the first one. This is the second lecture in the same topic. So let us see the objectives. The objectives of this lesson are identify the common errors in sentences. So what are the common errors generally the students from Telugu medium background make? And the others also make, but the frequency may be less compared to the students who study in vernacular background, vernacular language. Learn to use correct forms of adverbs, adjectives, prepositions, and conjunctions. So in this lecture, we are going to learn from the mistakes we make in the use of adverbs, adjectives, prepositions, and conjunctions. What are the mistakes generally committed in the use of adverbs, adjectives, prepositions, and conjunctions? How to overcome them? The third objective is analyzing the errors from the grammar point of view. So, not only identifying, spotting the errors, but analyzing the errors from the grammar point of view. What how this is a mistake, and how should it be used in the correct way? So these things we are going to learn in this lesson. Learning the standard English. So overall objective is learning standard English without flawless English, without any errors or mistakes. So these are the objectives. Activity 1. In activity 1, one passage is given. So you have to read the passage and identify the mistakes. Miss Pushpa is colleague of mine. She is an intelligent and industrious woman. She is getting up at 5 o'clock every morning. She is going for a walk at 6 o'clock. She is taking tea at 7 a.m. She left for office at 9 o'clock every morning. She is having a car. She is having 2 sons. She is believing in God. She is going to temple every Saturday. I like her very much. So this is the passage, and we have to correct the errors in this passage. First one, see the first sentence. Miss Pushpa is colleague of mine. You can say this sentence in a simple way. Miss Pushpa is my colleague. Say, or Miss Pushpa is colleague of mine. That is also acceptable. But Miss Pushpa is my colleague is more acceptable. She is an intelligent and industrious woman. An intelligent. Before the vowel sounds, we have to use an. She is getting up at 5 o'clock every morning. She gets up at 5 o'clock every morning. Not getting up, gets up. Because to describe routine activities, we have to use simple present tense. She gets up at 5 o'clock every morning. She is going for a walk at 6 o'clock. She goes for a walk at 6 o'clock. This is a routine activity. Routines are expressed in simple present tense. She goes for a walk at 6 o'clock. She is taking tea at 7 a.m. She takes tea at 7 a.m. She takes. Again, routine activity. She left for office at 9 o'clock every morning. She leaves for office at 9 o'clock every morning. She leaves, not left, leaves. She is having a car. She has a car, not having. She has a car. She is having two sons. She has two sons. She has two sons. She is believing. She is believing in God. She believes in God. Uh, believing, the verb believing we use in simple present tense instead of continuous tense in this context. She is going to temple every Saturday. She goes to temple every Saturday. She goes. I likes her very much. I like her very much. This is the passage. I read the correct passage. Mrs. Pushpa is my colleague. She is an intelligent and industrious woman. She gets up. She gets up at 5 o'clock every morning. She goes for a walk at 6 o'clock. She has her tea at 7 a.m. She leaves for office at 9 o'clock every morning. She has a car. She has two sons. She believes in God. She goes to temple every Saturday. I like her very much. This is the passage. We have corrected the mistakes in this passage. Come to activity 2. Correct and rewrite the following sentences. This is the best book of the two. This is a better book of the two. This is a better book of the two. Because when we compare two things, we use adjective in comparative degree. So the correct adjective is better. In positive degree, the adjective is good. In comparative degree, better. In superlative degree, best. So when we compare two things, two persons, two objects, we have to use comparative degree. Second sentence, Anil is more cleverer than Karuna. More is in comparative degree, cleverer is in comparative degree. Both are in comparative degree. Both words are in comparative degree. This is the double comparative. So there is no need to use the double comparative. Anil is cleverer than Karuna. Anil is cleverer than Karuna. That is the correct sentence. Third sentence. This is the most perfect solution to your problem. This is the most perfect solution to your problem. So the word perfect itself contains the meaning of most. So there is no need to use most again. This is the perfect solution to your problem. So there is no need to use most, the superlative degree, before the words like perfect, unique, etc. So remove the word most. Fourth sentence, the growth of Krishna Industries is more than Vijaya Industries. The growth of Krishna Industries is more than Vijaya Industries. So here the error is in the construction of the sentence. Certain words are missing in the sentence. The growth of Krishna Industries is more than the top. more than that of Vijaya Industries. So here we have to include or add more than that of. Next sentence, the more money you pay, the best item you get. So here in the first part of the sentence, we are using comparative degree. More is comparative degree. In the second part of the sentence, we are using superlative degree. Best is superlative degree. Here also, we have to use the comparative degree to make the sentence compatible, complementary. To make the sentence complementary. So the more money you pay, the better item you get. The more money you pay, the better item you get. So the correct sentences are, this is the better book of the two. Anil is cleverer than Karuna. This is the perfect solution to your problem. The growth of Krishna Industries is more than that of Vijaya Industries. The more money you pay, the better item you get. Venu is senior than me by 2 years. So here, senior, junior, senior, inferior, superior, prefer, these are Latin adjectives. After these adjectives, we have to use to, not than. Venu is senior to me by 2 years. Senior to me by 2 years. Next sentence, Lakshman is the eldest man in our village. Lakshman is the oldest man in our village. We use eldest to compare relations within the family. We use oldest to compare relations in the broad spectrum outside the family. Lakshman is the oldest man in our village. Pavani prefers coffee than tea. Pavani prefers coffee to tea. After prefer, use the preposition to, not than. Pavani prefers coffee to tea. Vaishnavi is very much interested in this problem. Vaishnavi is very much interested in this problem. Very much interested, not interesting, but interested. He looks happily today. He looks happy today, not happily. He looks happy today. Correct word is happy. Generally, adverbs ending with ly come at the end of the sentence. So, Venu is senior to me by 2 years. Lakshman is the oldest man in our village. Pavani prefers coffee to tea. Vaishnavi is very much interested in this problem. He looks happy today. Activity 3. We are going to correct some more sentences in activity 3. See, Bhaskar wants to paint the picture quickly. The sentence should be like this. Bhaskar wants to paint the picture quickly. Generally, adverbs come at the end of the sentence. Adverbs generally end with ly. Bhaskar wants to paint the picture quickly. It is very hard to go outside. So the correct sentence is, it is very hot outside. There is no need to use to go. Next, the computer works perfectly. The computer works perfectly. Adverb. Use adverb at the end of the sentence. The computer works perfectly. He works hardly. He works hard. Hardly means he is not at all working hard. That is the meaning we get from the sentence. He is not at all working hard. He works hardly means he is not at all working hard. But the correct word here is hard. He works hard, not hardly. He came lately to the meeting. Lately means recently, now itself, latest, you can say. He came late to the meeting. So the correct sentences are Bhaskar wants to paint the picture quickly. It is very hot outside. The computer works perfectly. He works hard. He came late to the meeting. Continuation C. Bharati is speaking to nobody in the class. Here, the correct sentence is Bharati is speaking to anybody in the class. Bharati is not talking to anybody in the class. Bharati is not talking to anybody in the class. Nobody, not nobody, anybody in the class. Nobody gives a negative meaning, changed meaning. They celebrated the function grandly. They celebrated the function in a grand manner. That is the correct sentence. They celebrated the function in a grand manner. Grandly is not a correct sentence. Grandly, the word at the end of the sentence is not appropriate. Eighth one, I am sorry that I have arrived lately. I am sorry that I have arrived late. Lately means recently, latestly, latest. So late, not lately, late. Lately is giving altogether the other meaning. The sentence is giving the other meaning, changed meaning. So I am sorry that I have arrived late. Next, I have done very good in the examination. I have done very well in the examination, not very good, very well in the examination. Next sentence, Katyayani ran fastly to catch the bus. Katyayani ran fast to catch the bus. Generally, adjectives come at the end of the sentence. So, Bharati is not talking to anybody in the class. They celebrated the function in a grand manner. I am sorry that I have arrived late. I have done very well in the examination. Katyayani ran fast to catch the bus. Next, coming to activity 4, again, correct these sentences. Spot the error, identify the error, and correct them. We discussed about the annual day last night. We discussed. After the verb discuss, we are not going to use any preposition. We discussed the annual day last night. Vinay is suffering with fever. Vinay is suffering from fever, not with, but from. With the word suffering, we use from, not with. Vinay is suffering from fever. Shakil has been driving a car since 4 hours. Shakil has been driving a car since 4 hours. So we use for to refer a period of time. We use since to refer a point of time. Here we are referring a point of a period of time. So we have to use for. Shakil has been driving a car for 4 hours. Not since 4 hours, but for 4 hours. The snake was killed by Ravi by a stick. The snake was killed by Ravi with a stick. Preposition, wrong use of preposition. With a stick. Swami distributed his property among two sons. Swami distributed his property between two sons, not among two sons, but between two sons. When we talk about two objects, two persons, two groups, two things, we use a between. So we discussed the annual day last night. Vinay is suffering from fever. Shakil has been driving a car for 4 hours. The snake was killed by Ravi with a stick. Swami distributed his property between two sons. Next, sixth one, Praveen is angry on Mamata. Praveen is angry with Mamata, not on with Mamata. Praveen is angry with Mamata. Wrong use of preposition. Kamala sat beside Sahrudaya. Kamala sat beside, not besides. Wrong use of preposition. Kamala sat beside Sahrudaya. They congratulated Devi for her success, on her success, not for her success. Again, wrong use of preposition. They congratulated Devi on her success. Third semester classes begin on 15th June. So, with the dates, generally use on. Third semester classes begin on 15th June. The correct sentences are Praveen is angry with Mamata. Kamala sat beside Sahrudaya. They congratulated Devi on her success. Third semester classes begin on 15th June. Next, activity 5. Spot the errors in the following sentences. He not only comes there for coaching, but also for swimming. He comes there not only for coaching, he comes there not only for coaching, but also for swimming. This is the correct syntax of this sentence. He comes there not only for coaching, but also for swimming. The driver which came first was Krishna. The driver who came first was Krishna. She is sick, but she can run fast. So here, the but is the correct conjunction, not and. When the second part of the sentence is conveying the opposite meaning, a contrary meaning to the first part, use but. She is sick, but she can run fast. Work hard, then you will not pass. Work hard, then you will not pass. Work hard, only then you will pass. Work hard, only then you will pass. This is the correct sentence. Continuation. Matthews is very weak that he cannot run fast. Matthews is so weak that he cannot run fast. Matthews is so weak that instead of very, use so. Matthews is so weak that he cannot run fast. Next, unless you don't pay the fee, you cannot write the exams. Unless you pay the fee, you are not allowed to write the exam. Unless you pay the fee, you can't write the exam. So here, in the actual sentence, we used double superlative, double negative. So, unless you pay the fee, you cannot write the exam. Next one. No sooner did the bell ring, but the boys left the class. No sooner did the bell ring, the boys left the class. There is no use of but just you put no sooner did the bell ring, The boys left the next. Though Mallesh is poor, yet he is honest. Instead of but, use yet. Y-E-T, yet. Y-E-T, yet means still. Though Mallesh is poor, yet he is honest. Let us see. Matthews is so weak that he cannot run fast. Unless you pay the fee, you cannot write the exam. No sooner did the bell ring, the boys left the class. Though Mallesh is poor, he is honest. Yet he is honest. In activity 6, read the following passage and make necessary correction. See, let us read the original passage so that you can spot the errors while reading. I have much friends, but Ankur is my best friend. He study in my class. We go to school together by walk. We also sits together to do our homework. He is good with studies and helps the students who are weak in studies. Ankur is the monitor of our class. He obeys and respects his teachers and parents. He has won many prizes to our school. Sometimes he comes lately to school. He wants to become a doctor. He has been living in Hyderabad since 6 years. He is inspired by his cousin brother. So the correct sentence, I have many friends. Not much friends, I have many friends. But Ankur is my best friend. He studies in my class. Study, not study, studies. He studies in my class. We go to school together on foot. We go to, we go to school together on foot. We also sit together to do our homework. We also sit together to do our homework. He is good at studies and helps the students who are weak in studies. Ankur is the monitor of our class. He obeys and respects his teachers and parents. He has won many prizes to our school. Sometimes he comes late to school, not late, late to school. He wants to become a doctor. He has been living in Hyderabad for 6 years. He is inspired by his cousin, Krishna, not cousin brother, cousin. This is the cousin brother, cousin sister. This is a wrong expression. The correct is cousin, just cousin. So I read the passage, the correct passage again. Just listen. I have I have many friends, but Ankur is my best friend. He studies in my class. We go to school together on foot. We also sit together to do our homework. He is good at studies and helps other students who are weak in study. Ankur is the monitor of the class. He obeys and respects his teachers and other parents. He has won many prizes in our school. Sometimes he comes late to school. His ambition is to become a doctor. He has been living in Hyderabad for the 6 years, the past 6 years. He is inspired by his cousin Krishna. So in this way, we have connected the sentences. Next, activity 7. In activity 7, a passage is given again. Read the following paragraph and make necessary corrections. See, dear grandmother. So expression should be, dear grandmother, how are you? I am fine here, not find fine. I think you are also, I think you are also you are also fine there. How are my, how is my mother's health? How is my mother's apostrophe S? How is my mother's health? I want to see you all very soon. I will be coming there very soon. I will be coming there very soon. First of all, I will go to Warangal to sell our land along with my wife. First of all, I will go to Warangal along with my wife to sell our land. The correct sentence is, first of all, I will go to Warangal along with my wife to sell our land. I will sell our home also. Then I will sell our home also. Don't worry about me. Take care of your health. I take leave of you now. Leave. I take leave of you now. Bye. So the correct passage is, dear grandmother, how are you? I am fine here. I think you are also fine there. How is my mother's health? Mother's apostrophe. I want to see you all very soon. I will be I will be coming there very soon. First of all, I will have to go to Warangal along with my wife to sell our land. Then I will sell our home also. Don't worry about me. Take care of your health. I take leave of you now. Bye. I take leave of you. Here spelling is Leave. Leave of you now. Bye. So in this way, we have corrected this passage also. There are some silly mistakes in this passage. We have corrected them. Then activity 8. Read the following sentences. So there are some sentences here given here. Correct this sentence. There are so many mistakes in the book. There are many mistakes in the book. I am not knowing why they have not come. I don't know why they haven't come. I don't know why they haven't come. He works in a bank. Remove the apostrophe. He works in a bank. It has a long tail. Its tail is long. The correct sentence is, it has a long tail. It has a long tail. Fifth one, Hyderabad is an old city. Hyderabad is an old city, or Hyderabad is an ancient city, an old city. The article is missing here. Next, it is interesting place. It is an interesting place. It is an interesting place. She is working for four years. She has been working for 4 years. Uh, Here we used present perfect continuous tense. The work started at some time in the past. It continued for some time in the past. Now also the work is in progress. In such cases, we use present perfect continuous tense. She has been working for 4 years. She has been working for 4 years. I will get up early every day, usually. I get up early every day, usually. So here, the habits, routine activities must be in simple present tense. Remove will. When you are coming. When are you coming? When are you coming? In the questioning, in the question, the statement is different from question. The statement, the word order is like this: subject plus verb. In question, the word order is like this: verb plus subject. So, when are you coming? The verb precedes the subject in the question. Please call me in the evening. Please call me in the evening, not the at the evening. Next assignment. In this assignment, uh, 10 sentences are given, and we are going to correct these 10 sentences. He has nearly lost his sight. Lose, not lose, lost. He has nearly lost his sight. This gold statue is not for sale. S-A-L-E, not sale. These are the homophones. Spelling different, but pronunciation same, meaning different. Pronunciation is same, spelling different, meaning different. Homophone, sale, S-A-L-E. It is rude to stare at people. Stare means looking fixedly for a long time. So it is rude to stare at people. Does anyone see the manager today? Has anyone, fourth sentence. Has anyone seen the manager today? Or did anyone see the manager today? Both are correct. Has anyone seen the manager today? Lead is a poisonous metal. Lead. The pronunciation is lead, not lead, lead. Lead is a poisonous metal. Next, mother makes sweets for the birthday party. Mother makes, mother, mother makes, not make. Mother makes sweets for the birthday party. Her main aim on life is to be good lawyer. Her main aim in life is to be a good lawyer. Her main aim in life, not on life, in life is to be a good lawyer. The merchants traveled across the vast desert on camels. The merchants traveled across the vast desert. Here, the again homophone confusion. Desert, D-E-S-E-R-T, desert. Correct word is dessert. This dessert means the sweet one takes at the end of a meal. The sweet one takes at the end of the meal is called dessert. Dessert, dessert. But we are speaking about desert, the sandy landscape. Please do not refuse to help me. Please don't refuse to help me. Don't refuse to help me. Children prefer a seat in the last row. Children, not children's. Children prefer a seat in the last row. Children is the correct word. So let us have a recap of this lesson. We discussed about adjectives in the first slide. Then in activity one, we corrected a passage. The passage is Miss Pushpa is my colleague. She is an intelligent and industrious woman. She gets up at 5 o'clock every morning. She goes for a walk at 6 o'clock. She takes tea at 7 a.m. Um, she leaves for office at 9 o'clock every morning. She has a car. She has two sons. She believes in God. She goes to temple every Saturday. I like her very much. Then in activity two, we are going to correct sentences. This is the better book of the two. Anil is cleverer than Karuna. This is a perfect solution to our problem. The growth of Krishna Industries is more than that of Vijaya Industries. The more money you pay, the best item you get. The more money you pay, the better item you get. Venu is senior to me by 2 years. Lakshman is the oldest man in our village. Pavani prefers coffee to tea. Vaishnavi is very much interested in this problem. He looks happy today. Bhaskar wants to paint the picture quickly. It is very hot outside. The computer works perfectly. He works hard. He came late to the meeting. Bharati is not talking to anybody in the class. They celebrated the function in a grand manner. I am sorry that I have arrived late. I have done very well in the examination. Katyayani ran fast to catch the bus. We discussed the annual day last night. Vinay is suffering from fever. Shakil has been driving a car for 4 hours. The snake was killed by Ravi with a Swami distributed his property between his two sons. Ravin is angry with Mamata. Kamala sat beside Sahrudaya. They congratulated Devi on her success. Third semester classes begin on 15th June. He comes there not only for coaching but also for swimming. The driver who came first was Krishna. Uh, she is sick, but she can run fast. Work hard, otherwise you will not. Otherwise you will not pass. Work hard, otherwise you will not pass. Matthews is so weak that he cannot run fast. Unless you pay the fee, you cannot write the exam. No sooner did the bell ring, the boys left the class. Though Mallesh is poor, he is honest. Yet he is honest. Read the following passage and make necessary corrections. I have many friends, but Ankur is my best friend. He studies in my class. We go to school together on foot. We also sit together to do our homework. He is good at studies and helps the students who are weak in studies. Ankur is the monitor of our class. He obeys and respects his teachers and parents. He has won many prizes to our school. Sometimes he comes late to school. He wants to become a doctor. He has been living in Hyderabad for 6 years. He is inspired by his cousin Krishna. See, here, dear grandmother, how are you? I am fine here. I think you are also fine there. How is my mother's health? I want to see you all very soon. I will be coming there very soon. First of all, I will go to Warangal to. First of all, I will go to Warangal along with my wife to sell our land. Then I will sell the home also. Don't worry about me. Take care of your health. I take leave of you now. Leave. Why? There, there are so many mistakes in the book. There are so many mistakes. There are many mistakes in the book. So many, not so many mistakes in the book. I am not knowing why they have not come. I don't know why they have not come. Or I did not know why they have not come. He works in a bank. Remove apostrophe. He works in a bank. It has a long tail. It has a long tail. Hyderabad is an old city. It is an interesting place. She has been working for 4 years. She has been working for 4 years. I will get up